So for this video, I am only going to focus on C and D, on the exercises that I had given you on the previous one. Good day, everybody. And once again, I'm glad that you are joining us. And I'm hoping that you've been following onto the lessons that we are providing for you so that you can be assisted. All right, so how do I simplify this? In this case, let's start with C. All right, so we wanted to write this in polar form, right? So we're going to actually simplify this first, right? Make sure that it is in its most simplest form, a plus bi or ib, right? So let's multiply. So that means that we've got z plus 2i, or rather 3 plus 2i, that is. Okay, but if you remember just what I had told you, that if you have square brackets, remember 3 squared, that's 9, right? Plus 3 times 2, that's 6i times 2. So that's going to be 12i. Plus the last term squared, 2i, that's going to be 4i squared. And ladies and gents, I want us to simplify this. That's 12i plus 4 times. Remember, I squared is -1, right? That's square root of -1 times square root of -1, which gives us -1. So we end up with 9 minus 4, which is 5, plus 12i. But remember, we wanted to have this written in polar form. So what do we need to do? We firstly need to calculate the value for r. So x is 5, y is 12. So that's going to be the square root of x squared plus y squared. That's going to be the square root of 5 squared plus 12 squared. And without any waste of time, 12 squared plus 5, 12 squared, that is, plus 5 squared, that gives us 13. And then we find the argument. Okay, we said that's y over x, arctan of y over x, that's going to be 12 divided by 5. Let's shift 10, 12 divided by 5. We get 67.38 degrees. Now, to write it in polar form, we've got r, we've got the argument. So meaning that z in polar form, remember r cis, right? That's going to be r, the cos of theta, plus I, the sine of theta. That's the polar form version of it. So that's going to be 13 times the cosine of 67.38 plus I, the sine of 67.38. All right, so that is essentially how the cookie crumbles. That's what we have over there, ladies and gents. And we are going to do the same for that guy here. Okay, right, so I'm going to have to have a little bit of space. 7 minus 3i divided by 2 minus I. So that is 7 minus 3i. But remember, what do we do? Okay, we're going to multiply by its conjugate. That's 2 plus I divided by 2 plus I. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, please watch our video on the division of complex numbers, right? So that's the conjugate of the denominator, right? So the denominator is the one that has a conjugate, that whose conjugate we multiply by, right? And so in this case, what do we end up with? We've got 7 times 2, that's 14. We've got 7 times I, that's going to be 7I, minus 6I, that gives us plus I. Okay, you can work it out for yourself. Just multiply the two brackets together. And then this is going to be minus 3I squared. This is divided by, that's 4 minus I squared. And so that will be 14 minus 3 times a negative 1, that will be negative 1, okay? And in this case, that would be 14 minus a negative 3, okay? Rather, what I'm trying to say is that we've got 14 plus I minus 3 into negative 1. So I'm trying to say 14 minus 3 times negative 1, okay? And this is divided by 4 minus another negative 1. And so what do we end up with, right? So we've got 17 plus I divided by 5. And so we've got Z giving us 17 over 5. Am I correct? Yeah, I think so. If I'm not, please just indicate on the comment section. That's 1 over 5I. And now you can now calculate what your modulus is. Okay, so we know for our modulus, we're getting our R squared. That's going to be the square root of X squared. That's 17 over 5 all squared plus 1 over 5 again squared. Okay. Right. So 17 squared, that gives us 289. So we've got 289 over 25. Sorry, that should be R, not R squared. That's going to be 1 over 25. Our denominators are exactly the same. So that gives us 290 over 25, right? The square root thereof. Is there a way to simplify this? It's 290 over 25. Okay, we get 290, square root of 290 over 5. And that's our R value. And to get our modulus, this is the arctan of y over x. Or if you want to, you can take cos, right? X over R. So I'm going to take, in this case, y over x. Our y value is 1 over 5 divided by our y value. Rather, this is x and this is y. So that's y over x. That's 17 over 5. Okay, ladies and gents, you can now work that out. Just simplify it for yourself. That's going to be 1 over 5 divided by 17 over 5. All right. Okay, I get a value of 3.37. That's the value. So to write it in polar form, remember again R-cis, okay, R-C-I-S of theta. So that's R, which is square root of 290 over 5 into the cosine of 3.37 plus I, the sine of 3.37 degrees. Right, ladies and gents, that is what I get in terms of the polar form. And you're more than welcome to draw this as a graph as well, so that you are able to see how it would look like. From me for now, I'll see you guys again next time. And I want us to now delve into some polynomials, and we'll be looking at those more in-depthly. I'll see you guys next time. Sharp, sharp.